All right, welcome back, everybody. I guess the Supreme Court won't even hear a case because Trump has taken over the Supreme Court. Uh, Still needs to work on the Democratic House, but they will not even hear a case challenging the border wall uh, down in southern America, right on the border of Mexico. Obviously, we all heard about the wall. And so this basically just hands the win to Trump and his administration. The case would have fundamentally altered Trump's administration war on red tape the president's enacted early in his term. Granted, there's enough environmental rules and regulations, many of his dubious merit despite the intent to slow down major construction projects by years. It could have. The Supreme Court's decision comes after the court struck down the 2014 Louisiana abortion law that required abortion doctors to have admitting privileges at hospitals within 30 miles from their offices to facilitate community of care. So let's move on from that, but that's just really good news. A win for Trump finally over years. Elon Musk has expressed doubts about the accuracy of the COVID-19 test, saying that people who test positive should get another test again. It was shut down by the FDA originally that he actually funds because Bill Gates owns a lot of and has corrupted a lot of governmental organizations and corporations and everything. I mean, money is power. Money, he's at the top of the scale, so I mean, he's the one who has the money to control everything. So that got shut down, and then we have different new tests. But still, if you've ever had a cold, if you have a cold at the moment, you come out positive. And that is the fraud of it. This entire thing is based on a fraud. Just saw a meme today. It was actually on the David Knight show on Alex Jones Infowars, but it was of a doctor at a house doing a checkup on a woman, and she said, "Doctor, when do you think COVID-19 is going to end?" And he said something like, "Sorry, I don't get into politics," or something, because that's what this has become. Obviously, it shuts itself down when there's Black Lives Matter riots and protests. But then when you have a Trump rally or a group of people running or an anti-mask protest or an anti-lockdown protest, well, you're terrorists, and especially if you go out there with guns. Meanwhile, the left can and shoot police officers and hurt innocent people, and we're the ones spreading coronavirus. We're the terrorists. We're the bad people. So that's when you're on the right side of history. Anyway, Elon Musk repeatedly downplayed the severity of the pandemic and voiced his discomfort, even dissent with social distancing guidelines and shelter-in-place orders. He said again a few months ago, "I'll be out on the front lines with everybody else. I'm opening up. If anybody arrested, please have it be me." He said in quotes, "There are a ridiculous number of false positive COVID-19 tests. In some cases, 50% of the false, and then the other 50% are that actually died were people, nursing home victims who got killed because they were sitting in the COVID patients into the nursing homes. Whitmer and all these other Democratic governors. I believe only like admitted 4, but it was probably more than that. False positives scale linearly with the number of tests." Elon Musk, red pilled.